Hi there and welcome to this video. We explore the Codex Gigas. This massive medieval manuscript is famous for its devil's portrait and its sheer size. It contains a variety of texts, including the Bible, medical texts, and a unique section called the Codex Gigas, which is written in an unknown script. But before we get into the video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave a comment in this video saying I subscribed, and we will personally try to reply to your comment.
Introducing the Codex Gigas. A captivating medieval manuscript, this codex is of great intrigue and has long fascinated both scholars and individuals with a curiosity for history. Standing out among other Romanesque monastic books, this particular codex is notable for its extraordinary size, boasting pages of unprecedented dimensions. Adding to its mystique, the manuscript has earned the moniker of the Devil's Bible, owing to its remarkable inclusion of a full-page portrait of Satan, as well as the captivating legend that surrounds its creation.
The origins and contents of the manuscript. During the early 13th century, in the Benedictine monastery of Podlace in Bohemia, what is now the modern-day Czech Republic, the remarkable Codex Gigas was brought to life. This captivating manuscript houses the complete Vulgate Bible, along with other beloved works, all meticulously transcribed in Latin. Nestled between the Old and New Testaments, readers will discover a selection of popular medieval reference texts, including Josephus's Antiquities of the Jews and De Bello Judaico, Isidore of Seville's Encyclopaedia Etymologiae, the Chronicle of Cosmas of Prague Chronica Bomorum, and medical treatises such as an early version of the Ars Medicinae compilation and 2 books by Constantine the African. Journey and current preservation. After its creation, the Codex Gigas found itself in the Imperial Library of Rudolf II in Prague. However, the manuscript's fate took a dramatic turn during the tumultuous period of the 30 Years' War in 1648. As spoils of war, the entire collection, including the Codex Gigas, was seized by the Swedes. Today, this extraordinary manuscript is carefully safeguarded at the National Library of Sweden in Stockholm, where it is proudly displayed for all to admire. Visitors from far and wide have the opportunity to witness the awe-inspiring Codex Gigas firsthand, a testament to its enduring allure throughout the ages. Description of the Codex Gigas. The Codex Gigas boasts a striking appearance, with its bookbinding made of wooden boards adorned with leather, complemented by ornate metal guards and fittings. This magnificent manuscript holds unparalleled dimensions, measuring an impressive 90 centimeters 36 in length, 50 centimeters 20 in width, and 20 centimeters 7 in thickness. Weighing a remarkable 74.8 kilograms 165 lb, the Codex Gigas consists of 310 leaves of vellum, purportedly crafted from the skins of 160 donkeys or possibly calfskin, spanning a total area of 142.6 square meters 1,535 sq. Within its pages, vibrant illuminations in hues of red, blue, yellow, green, and gold come to life. Notably, the manuscript showcases elaborately illuminated capital letters at the beginning of biblical books and the Chronicle, often dominating the page and rendered in multiple colors. 57 of these remarkable capital letters have survived the test of time.
While the commencement of the Book of Genesis is regrettably missing, the Codex Gigas presents a collection of 20 initials adorned with blue letters and embellished with red vine decorations. 2 captivating images depict heaven and earth during the creation, represented by blue and green circles, respectively featuring the sun, moon, stars, and an ocean devoid of landmasses. Throughout the text, major capitals appear significantly enlarged, occupying the space equivalent to 5 to 6 lines of text, meticulously executed in red ink and positioned within the margins. Secondary divisions, such as the start of verses, are subtly enlarged within the text and accentuated with yellowish ink surrounding the letter forms. The Codex maintains a sense of visual consistency, as the writing style remains unchanged, devoid of any discernible signs of age, disease, or fluctuating mood on the part of the scribe. This peculiar characteristic has fueled speculation that the entire manuscript was completed within an astonishingly brief period. However, contemporary scientists are beginning to explore the theory that the creation of the Codex Gigas may have spanned over 20 years. The extraordinary length, size, and intricate detailing of the Codex have given rise to a legendary tale, suggesting that it was penned by a solitary scribe in a single night, with assistance from the devil himself. Originally containing 320 sheets, 12 of them were subsequently removed, though the reasons behind their removal and the identity of those responsible remain unknown. Illustration of the devil is in the detail. The devil, depicted in a picture measuring about 50 centimeters tall, is positioned directly across from a full-page illustration of the heavenly kingdom. This juxtaposition highlights the contrast between good and evil. The devil is shown in a frontal pose, crouching with his arms raised in a dynamic manner. He is dressed in a white loincloth adorned with small red dashes resembling ermine fur tails, which symbolize sovereignty. Despite having a human-like body with normal proportions, he lacks a tail. His body features large claws on his hands and feet, each ending with only 4 fingers and toes. These claws, along with his prominent red horns, add to his menacing appearance. The devil's head is a dark green color, and his hair forms a skullcap of dense curls. His small eyes have red pupils, and his ears are also red-tipped and large. His open mouth reveals small white teeth, and 2 long red tongues protrude from the corners, reminiscent of a serpent's forked tongue, a common symbol of Satan. Preceding this double spread, there are several pages written in yellow characters on a blackened parchment. These pages have a gloomy tone, likely due to their exposure to light over the centuries as readers turn towards the infamous illustration.
History of the manuscript. Legend has it that the Codex was created by Herman the Recluse in the Benedictine monastery of Podlace near Krudim in the Czech Republic. Unfortunately, the monastery was destroyed during the Hussite Revolution in the 15th century. However, there is now a maquette in the town museum of Krast marking its former location. The records in the Codex come to an end in the year 1222. Shortly after its creation, the Codex was pawned by the Benedictines to the Cistercian monks of the Sedlec monastery. It remained there for about 70 years before being reclaimed by the Benedictine monastery in Bevnov around the late 13th century. In 1477, it found its way to the library of a monastery in Brumov, where it stayed until Emperor Rudolf II took it to Prague in 1594 and added it to his collection. During the end of the 30 Years' War in 1648, the Swedish army claimed the entire collection, including the manuscript, as war booty. Since 1649, the Codex Gigas has been kept in the Swedish Royal Library in Stockholm. However, a tragic event occurred on May 7, 1697 when a fire broke out at the Tre Kronor Royal Castle in Stockholm, causing significant damage to the Royal Library. In an attempt to save the Codex, it was thrown out of a window. According to the vicar Johan Erikssons, it landed on and injured a bystander. In a National Geographic documentary, manuscript experts were interviewed and presented evidence, such as handwriting analysis and a credit to Herman Inclusus Herman the Recluse, suggesting that the Codex was the work of a single scribe. Content of the Codex Gigas. The Codex Gigas contains a variety of content. The first page includes 2 Hebrew alphabets, along with slips containing early Cyrillic and Glagolitic alphabets. The majority of the Codex pages 1-118 consists of the complete Latin Bible in the Vulgate version, excluding Acts and Revelation, which are from an earlier version. The books are arranged in the following order: Genesis to Ruth, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Baruch, Lamentations, Daniel, Hosea to Malachi, Job, Samuel and Kings, Psalms to Song of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, Wisdom of Jesus, Chronicles, Esdras, Tobit, Judith, Esther, and Maccabees.
Following the Latin Bible, there are 2 works by Josephus that continue the history of the Jews, pages 118178. The first page of Josephus, which recounts the creation story from Genesis, is illustrated with pictures of heaven and earth in the margin page 118 volts. After Josephus, there is Isidore's Etymology, pages 201-39, followed by Medical Works, pages 240-52. After a blank page, the New Testament begins with Matthew to Acts, James to Revelation, and Romans to Hebrews, pages 253-86. This section also includes common prayers and 3 adjurations and 2 charms, some of which are derived from Jewish sources, pages 286-91. Notably, there are full-page images depicting the heavenly city and the devil on pages 289-90. After the New Testament, there is Cosmos of Prague's Chronica Boemerum, pages 294-304. The Codex concludes with a list of brothers in the Podlace monastery, a calendar with a necrology, magic formulae, the start of the introits for feasts, and other local records, pages 305-312. With the exception of the alphabets at the beginning, the entire codex is written in Latin. Legend of the Codex Gigas. The legend of the Codex Gigas tells a captivating story from the Middle Ages. According to one version of the legend, a scribe who was once a monk found himself in a dire situation. Breaking his monastic vows, he faced a punishment of being walled up alive. Desperate to escape this fate, he made a plea to Lucifer, the devil himself, for assistance. In his plea, the scribe promised to create a magnificent book in a single night that would bring eternal glory to the monastery. This book was to contain all the knowledge of humanity. As the clock neared midnight, the scribe's desperation grew. It is said that in his darkest hour, he struck a deal with Lucifer. The devil agreed to help him complete the book, but in return, the scribe would have to offer his soul. With the devil's aid, the manuscript was miraculously finished. To honor the devil's contribution, the scribe included an illustration of him within the book. This was a testament to the scribe's pact and the extraordinary circumstances surrounding the creation of the Codex Gigas. The magnitude of this legendary work is truly remarkable. In attempts to recreate the Codex, experts have estimated that reproducing just the calligraphy alone, without the intricate illustrations or embellishments, would have taken an astonishing 20 years of non-stop writing. The legend of the Codex Gigas is a tale that has captured the imagination of many, highlighting the extraordinary lengths one might go to in order to preserve knowledge and escape one's own fate. Thanks for joining. Please don't forget to love the like button, harmoniously subscribe, and enhance the bell for more updates on living a balanced, informed life. Also, your comments and feedback are always welcome if you like the con.